I didn't intend to review another Strobl book so early, but I have since gained access to his extremely rare collection, Beelzebubs Meerschaumkopf, released in 1924. The first story, Die Geliebte von Tabadu, or The Beloved from Tabadu, is the tale of the narrator's friend, who is convinced every person only has one perfect counterpart, and according to him, his own fated mate lives on another planet. Die Verantwortung des Musketiers Thomas Feuerweiss, which could be translated as the responsibility of Thomas Feuerweiss Musketeer, but is probably something along the lines of the defense of Thomas Feuerweiss Musketeer, is the story of a German musketeer stationed in a fortress in Africa. He finds himself a local wife, but when she dies, or is about to die anyway, she goes out and secures her sister to take her place after she passes away. Only her sister hates the musketeer, and after several failed attempts manages to flee, with Feuerweiss in hot pursuit. However, she uses her magic to transform the musketeer into a wooden idol, and has humans and animals killed in his quote-unquote honor. Die Goldenen Gärten, or The Golden Gardens, concerns a confused narrator who is taken by his native South American lover into the hidden treasure house of Atahualpa before his reason completely unravels. Der Ballon, or The Balloon, narrates a strange experience that befell two German pilots during their attack on London during World War I, where their machine suddenly rises into the air and confronts a strange balloon high up in the atmosphere that casts no shadow, before being forced to land on a Siberian island at the ruins of a camp of a polar expedition, all of whose members had frozen to death. Meister Jericho, or Master Jericho, or Jericho, is a story of a brilliant organ player named Master Jericho, who comes to a small German town in order to play the local organ, at around the same time where a mysterious stranger starts digging out corpses and ripping out their hearts. A twist that isn't at all hard to see, if you connect the dots, yet the story is very well written and reminds one of Hans-Heinz Evers's Die Herzen der Könige, or The Hearts of Kings. Das Schloss im Schnee, or The Castle in the Snow, is the tale of a winter holiday taken by a group of Austrian nobles in the Moravian countryside, where the local inhabitants had been fleeced for years by the Baron. Around the time of their arrival, the huntmaster forces a local girl to come to the castle to serve his personal whims, and the villagers had had quite enough. They proceed to attack and encircle the castle, and it is only through the help of the Baron's wife that bloodshed can be avoided. Strobl here, despite his latter anti-Czech and pro-German tendencies, displays the revolting peasantry as very much in the right. Sternenbotschaft, or Message from the Stars, has a professor expecting communication from another planet right in the middle of a violent Bolshevist uprising. Traumspiel, or dream play, is a dream where the narrator's friend becomes the most vile, murderous war criminal imaginable, with it being up to the unnamed narrator to find and capture him. Das Begräbnis, or The Burial, is a humorous tale of a group of 3 students who like to partake of the drink and proceed to represent their class at the funeral of one of their classmates. They proceed to get drunk at the hotel, paid at the expense of the mourning father, until on the day of the funeral they all fumble around until they fall into the open grave and find out their mate isn't dead and was just prematurely buried, which, according to Strobl, is proof that excessive drunkenness can be of some use. This is a very curious collection, most of these stories being rather interesting, though the last story, being humorous in nature and being the only humorous tale in the collection, does feel like a bit of an odd way to end the book.